My people wonder they say shall never end. Right now, a lot of dramas are going on in the palace, allegedly, from what we are hearing. They said it's not a small drama. Oh. And the funny part of all of this drama is that Kabiyesi is not saying a word. Kabiyesi is not saying anything. From what we are hearing, they said Ebony ran to her family house with her luggages without looking back. As in she ran as fast as her legs can carry her. Especially when she find out that that particular Ogunjaye deity that the Kabiyesi released, that this deity have been unlocked for a very long time due to the way it acts. uh, it has been unlocked, but due to the fact that these elders thinks they can manipulate Kabiyesi or they can force a decision on him by not allowing him remove the immunity that he wants to remove from the wives, trying to impose more women on him. Kabiyesi went ahead and released that Ogunjaye, and they said he is the only one that can release it. He is also the only one that can give a command to that Ogunjaye. He is the only one that can lock it. So no other person have the access. Even if they like, let them go and bring the highest Ifa priests or diviners from places. It's only Kabiyesi that can do it. So upon the release of that Ogunjaye, a lot of things have been happening. At this point, uh, Ebony left the palace, especially when she find out that Kabiyesi did not release that deity against the people, but against those people living in the palace or coming inside the palace to do evil against the people, you know. So Ebony they say ran. Then someone like Gospel, they said before Ebony ran away after fainting in a shrine, that Gospel was dramatic in her chambers, where they say she was breaking all the mirrors in her chambers, claiming that anytime she goes close to any mirror, that she is seeing the Ogunjaye with fire everywhere, because they say the spirit goes with fire, you know. So, and as if that is not enough, they say something happened that got a lot of people worried. And right now, they have carried Gospel out of the palace from what we are hearing, if the information is true. They say something happened that Gospel, in the morning, she was seen in her night wears, crawling, as in crawling like a baby. I didn't say walking, they said crawling. You know how babies crawl? Crawling like a baby out of her chambers in her night wears. And you know that things like that is not supposed to happen to someone who does not have accident, someone who does not have any form of problem on the leg that she can't walk. So when they asked her what happened, she said that that spirit, the same Ogunjaye, came to her dream and tied her legs. She said she was in her dream when the thing came as usual. And remember that she have broken all the mirrors and they have not replaced those mirrors. So, but she saw the thing standing right beside her bed in her dreams. So the thing was standing right in her bed. She was shouting, screaming. Nobody could come to her rescue. She used her duvet and cover her face, cover her body, cover every part of her body. And yet she was still seeing the thing. She closed her eyes. She was still seeing it. Then they said the thing was just there, standing still. Then the next thing she noticed was feeling like something was tying her two legs together while the image was still there. This all of this was happening in her dream, so from what we are hearing. So they said she was screaming, she was doing everything, trying to get up from the bed, she couldn't. Trying to escape from that room, she couldn't. Then while she was screaming, nobody came to her rescue. The thing was there, just looking at her. The image did not say anything to her. The only thing that the image did was just looking at her until she noticed that her legs are being tied together. Then finally she managed to open her eyes. They said the moment she opened her eyes, she said, "Thank God," thinking that saying thank God is a dream. And the moment she noticed that it's a dream but reality was when she tried to get up from the bed to run away from that her room unfortunately, she couldn't move her legs. That is what we are hearing. Then the next thing she did was managed to crawl down from the bed to the floor and started running, as in started crawling. You know, when a child is crawling and rolling, how will I put it, running while crawling. That was how they said Blow Blow was seen, crawling out of her chambers with her nightwear. So she did not even think of going to change. They said at that point, she was frightened to the bone marrow. And when they saw her crawling out like that, that was when they said her servants, they rushed her to ask what the problem is. And she started explaining how she have seen the Ogunjaye again, even after Kabiyesi have promised her that she will not see it again unless she is planning something against anybody, you know. That is to say that so after Kabiyesi must have told her that she will not see it again, her hearts are still uh, maybe nurturing one thing or the other against either Queen Naomi or anybody in the palace, you know, because they said the essence of releasing that, Kabiyesi's reason for releasing it is such that anybody who is planning anything against Queen Naomi, the Ogunjaye will visit them, you know. And remember they said it is what Kabiyesi told this Ogunjaye to do that it will do. Maybe Kabiyesi have not instructed it to strike, because they say one of the reasons the people always have it on lock, why they always trap it either in a pot or in something, is because of how it acts, you know. Sometimes it is always so devastating that it strikes without looking back. But maybe we all know that Kabiyesi have a very good heart. Kabiyesi have a good heart. I'm sure the reason she released it is to let the people know that he is still in charge, and he can give orders and it will be carried out immediately. But because his wives are involved, because he doesn't want as in something that will happen to these women sudden, maybe he gave the Ogunjaye the order just to frighten them, not to tie them or cause them much pain and all of that. But they said the fear that is engulfing them the moment they see this, whether in the dream or in the physical, is enough trauma on its own. Because after this gospel was carried out of the palace, because she was screaming that they should take her out of this place, they should take her out of the palace, allegedly. So when they took her out, they said ever since she left the palace, for days that she left the palace over this Ogunjaye stuff, that she have been mute. She doesn't talk to people. She's only, I wonder what was going through her mind or what will be going through her mind. They say she doesn't talk. The only thing she managed to talk was when she sent one of her servants to go to the palace and get her one or two things. Apart from that, that she has been moping like someone who cannot talk, or someone that they tied her tongue. They said this is serious, so it is indeed serious. And when they told Kabiyesi, they said Kabiyesi did not do anything about it. Kabiyesi said, the only thing they said Kabiyesi said was that let them keep planning evil while the gods fight against them, you know. So, and ever since then, they said gospel too have refused to return back to the palace. And a lot of people are saying, if you guys do not have cockroaches in your cupboard, why are you always seeing this Ogunjaye? Someone like Dr. Elizabeth, who is also married into the palace, the same way you guys are married into the palace. She lives in the palace. She is there. Why is she not seeing all of these strange things that you people are seeing? Why? Eh? I believe it's because her hands are clean. And if you guys are following this gist very well, all these stories that we have been hearing about these Oloris, nobody is hearing such a thing about Dr. Elizabeth. Even though they are all alleged, why is it not alleged on Dr. Elizabeth's head? That's the question. Anyway, guys, when I hear this, I say, now, wow, these people, not be smart and they never see anything. No, this is just the beginning. Anyway, guys, like I will always remind you, these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? I do not live in the palace. Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe, if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you so much. Do well to give this video a thumbs up and share my video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.